It's in every single ecosystem all over the world. It exists in plants and grasses, and it's everywhere. And it's really the craziest drug to be illegal everywhere because everyone's got it in their system. It's everyone's heard of it. There's a person is old and it's a pretty intense stuff. Now, if you do it, you will talk to intelligent beings from other dimensions for real. I mean, it sounds crazy. You would think if there's something like that, it would be on the front page. It's amazing that people don't know about it. I mean, it's the most incredible experience. We are such an experience-obsessed society. Everybody wants to go whitewater rafting, and people don't talk about, I'm going to climb Mount Everest. All that experiences, we all have roller coasters and see the craziest movies. There is a real power. When you snap this sort of power, and it will change the way you look at everything. You don't care about UFOs. I mean, UFO landed right up there, like another planet. Whatever. It's not the thing. UFO is 100,000 times crazier than that. It's like mushrooms times 1 million plus aliens. That's right. Literally. I mean, it's crazier than you can possibly imagine or describe. If you take DMT, you will communicate something. And it's so beyond description that me talking about it is like trying to explain a kaleidoscope to a blind man. I mean, it just doesn't make sense. Like, there's no way you can explain it. I mean, it's so beyond anything you can explain that something communicates with you when you do this stuff. And my words, the craziest thing about DMT is really like having a meeting with God. It's like having a meeting with divine, unbelievably wise, incredibly loving energy, like whatever it is, the source of everything. And it leaves you so humble that after it's over, it's like literally like you're still thinking, you're still in some crazy rock, but you haven't lived anymore. I mean, you literally have been changed. You know, you have experienced something that very few humans experience. And the fact to me that people can go through their entire lives and not know about this is an incredible waste of time. It's like you learn so much more positive and so much more interesting and fascinating, and you be so much more humble and aware of what you really are, where you really stand if you just have this experience. The thing is, you can get alcohol everywhere. You go to Duane Reade, a jug of wine, we have drugs that are real. I mean, how many times you talk to them, I don't do drugs, meanwhile, she's hammered, smoking a cigarette. You know, I mean, everybody, there's drugs, caffeine, drinking coffee right now, it's sanctioned. It's a sanctioned drug because it's great for capitalism, it keeps you going, it keeps you working. But there's drugs out there that are actually good for you. There's drugs out there that are actually good for your mind. I do drugs because I find the state that psychedelic drugs put me very fascinating and very introspective, and you learn a lot about yourself and learn a lot about life because it removes you and your ego from the equation. You get to look at things from a one's perspective. That's what I do. I don't do coke, I do Rangers, anything that's addictive. I've never done coke, I've never done speed, I've never done heroin. I don't do anything that can hurt you. But psychedelic drugs, they're very different. This big blanket that we put on and call them drugs, that's a broad term that encompasses everything from like micro to DMT. I mean, they're all drugs. I mean, they all affect your consciousness. It's like, how do they affect your consciousness? I'm not interested in anything that messes me up. I'm not interested in anything that gives me bones or anything that makes me addicted to it. I'm only interested in things that can alter my state of consciousness for the better. It's very, very intense. It's not identity. It's a human neurotransmitter. It's actually one of the most transient drugs that ever exist in the body because your body brings it down to baseline really quickly. Your body.
Piensan que Kakaroto es su única esperanza. Perdió ante Raditz y Raditz no era ni la mitad de lo que es nada. ¿Qué podemos encontrar nosotros dos?
Goku es más fuerte de lo que era. Ya verán la victoria cuando llegue.
Es cierto, no deben subestimarlo. ¿En serio? Tal vez es que, pero no tendrá tanto miedo que no quiere venir. ¿Están seguros que su amado Goku no los abandonó? Eso es cierto. Parece interesante. Creo que podemos darle más tiempo al héroe. ¿Y eso para qué? Al menos puedo terminar con ellos mientras esperamos. Les daremos 3 horas y eso es todo. Después a todos. ¡Es ridículo! ¡No voy a esperar a nadie!
It brings down the baseline like 10 to 15 minutes. It's really crazy. It's kind of beneficial. It means, like, say, if you had your high, you go to that dimension, all blows out. 15 minutes later, you're back normal. The crazy thing is, it's just our dreams. You know, you wake up, you're like, I had a crazy dream. It was me and my buddy Mike, and we were kids, but we had a sled, and my mom was there. And then 5 minutes later, like, what the hell is my dream? That's exactly what the DMT trip is like. It's like going through your fingers.
This is the story of DMT, or dimethyl. A simple compound found throughout nature which has profound effects on human consciousness.
The most powerful psychedelic drug known to man is in every single ecosystem all over the world. It exists in plants and grasses, and it's everywhere. I mean, it's really the craziest drug to be a leader everywhere because everyone's got it in our system. It's like everyone's heard of it. As we kind of old and it's a pretty intense stuff, man. If you did, you would talk to intelligent beings from other dimensions for real. I mean, it sounds crazy. It's like living like you're studying,
I saw the city in the distance, dark green and all these lights flickering and clouds running over it, and it's all starting to radius, geometric patterns, incredibly rapid. I cannot describe it anyway. They're so fast. After this, it's like I saw this city in the distance. I was sort of watching that, and then this whole light goes right past me, right in front of me. What was that? It didn't scare me, except it was so close. After that, I started looking around. It's like you're in this place. You're going, why am I in this place? And I noticed that there was this woman off to my right with a real long nose, she had green skin. She was turning this dial, and I realized she was turning the volume of lights up and down in the city, in the distance. And as soon as I looked at her, she was watching. And she said, so what else do you want? What else do you have?
This is the story of DMT, or dimethyltryptamine, a simple compound found throughout nature which has profound effects on human consciousness.
one of the things, besides what it does, one of the things about DMT that always fascinated me was the fact that it's such a simple molecule.
DMT stands for dimethyltryptamine, NN dimethyltryptamine. If you actually look at the ring structure of DMT itself, you have really 4 positions that you can attach things to. So you can make dimethyl. There are some other types of carbon chains you can attach to that end. They do give you compounds of activity, but very different from DMT.
In biosynthetically, it's 2 steps from tryptophan. Right, 2 trivial enzymatic steps from tryptophan. Well, tryptophan is an amino acid, of course, and it's everywhere. So all organisms have tryptophan, and all organisms have the 2 key enzymes that lead to the synthesis of DMT. And these enzymes are very ancient enzymes. They're all over the place. They're, part of the basic metabolism. So theoretically, anything could synthesize DMT.
DMT is astonishingly widely available in plants and animals all around the world. But so far, nobody really knows why it's there and what its function is. That's a $64 billion question. Because why is DMT in our bodies? Why is it in plants and all sorts of mammals? What is the role it plays in humans?
The conventional wisdom 30 years ago was that these things had no function. They were just sort of physiological noise, but that's a very naive understanding. And what we now understand is that these secondary compounds are, in a sense, the language of plants. These are messenger molecules. This is what plants use to mediate their relationships with other organisms in the environment.
Why is it that human beings' central nervous system are wired to receive this experience? Must be that there's important information to be learned. So I don't think it's universally present in nature by accident. It has a real function being carried on with these plants. There's a purpose and anyone needed to it.
So it really fits in with the notion that DMT may be a common molecular language, resonant language, among all living beings on this planet and maybe others. as well. I can't think of a more powerful tool to explore the whole question of what is consciousness.
These substances are tools that can be used to expand awareness in all areas of life and apply that expanded awareness for the betterment of people's lives and the community, their families, our society. The good news is that there's a growing number of Westerners and actually intellectual scientists, artists, movers and shakers, filmmakers, and so on, who realize that this stuff is all too interesting just to go on keeping it swept under the rug. And really, the Inquisition was a long time ago, the growth of rationalism was a long time ago. At this point, there's no good reason, apart from bad habit, to keep up these barriers.
With the help of two concepts that are traditionally opposed, science and spirituality, we humbly reintroduce psychedelics back into the cultural dialogue.
DMT, the spirit molecule, it's a conundrum, it's a paradox. The spirit is the inner world, the molecule is the external world. So the psychedelics are infusions, take us from the science to the spirit.
I was going for the pineal gland, which is a very small organ in the center of the brain, which has always been an object of interest and even veneration for a lot of esoteric physiological disciplines. I thought, it wasn't totally crazy to presume that I'm outside of the origin of DMT, which fit in nicely with my theory that the pineal was somehow involved in natural transitive states.
This hypothesis proposes that the organism at certain times, under specific stress or stimulation, releases this significant amount of this hormone, DMT, and it's that hormone that facilitates entering and exiting of the soul in the body. This is what the Jewish sage mystics have been describing in a coded language